Daddy's home. Free B&B game. Free B&B game. All right, what's up, Ace? What's up, Ace? So just to let you guys know, I actually had a barber before, and my last barber was my man Ace Cuts right there. So if you don't want to be bald like me, make sure you don't go. No, I'm kidding. What's up with you, Brody? What's up with you? What's up? So first and foremost, guys, I just want to apologize for not dropping as much content as you guys used to me or you guys followed me for. Because honestly, to be real with y'all, I didn't know if I was giving out good information or not. Because I would see other, influencers, other gurus, other coaches talking about helping y'all making $1 million a day. And I'm like, whoa, I must be doing the wrong thing because I haven't figured that out yet. And then I realized that my problem was I was looking at what other people was posting, but I wasn't looking at the results. See, it's so easy to lie and fraud and say you're making this amount of money when you're not these days. And on top of that, my mental health wasn't right. And I didn't understand this whole new Instagram thing. I mean, you have people out here selling courses. Where's the light at? No light in here. Come on, we gotta find light. It's dark as hell in here. You know what? It's all good. No light needed. But yeah, so pretty much, guys, I decided, I'm not going to worry about what other courses or whatever information people is putting out because half of the information is cap. That's why they have to put on Gucci and bust down chains and bust down rollies to distract you from the fact that their information don't work. See, me, I'd rather just deliver the information to y'all like a regular person. I don't want to deliver the information to you in front of a Lamborghini. I don't want to deliver the information to you, in front of a Ferrari. Because the thing is, that's not what you're trying to learn this information for. You're not trying to learn this information about Ferrari. You're not trying to learn this information to make $1 million a day. Some of you will be good if you just had an extra $2,000, right? An extra $2,000 coming in every month, right? Some of you be cool with that. Some of you would be cool with an extra $500 coming into your bank account that you did not have to work for, right? So those are people I want to speak to. Why does I look so dark in here? Hold on. Probably because it's so cloudy. There ain't no light in here. So let's get straight to it, right? So before I give y'all this game, please, can you share this live with 10 people and comment done? That's all I want you to do. Share this live. You just go down to the bottom of this live. You see in that right-hand corner is a little arrow. You hit that arrow, you tap 10 random people, send it off, and then comment done. Because what it's going to do is going to help my message get to more people. And guess what? The more people you help, the more help you get. That's how the universe works. You try to hog and keep all the information to yourself, you don't receive your blessings. So please, if you can, I'm not charging for this information. This is completely free. I'm not trying to sell you no course or anything like that. This is just straight up free game, right? So everybody share this live with 10 people and comment done, right? So let's talk about Airbnb and how money is made, right? So when it comes to Airbnb, I actually been involved with Airbnb before I even got into the credit business, right? Because what I used to do to avoid that whole, you're not on a lease thing like that, I would get 2 bedrooms and I would rent my other bedroom to a roommate, right? So pretty much what I did was, this when I was broke, this when Airbnb first came out, I lost my job, I couldn't pay my rent. So I was like, okay, my rent is $900 a month. This is when I was broke. My rent is $900 a month. how can I get this rent paid for with no job? So, of course, the first thing I thought was getting a roommate, but I noticed that every time I got a roommate that was a friend or a family member, it always ended up ruining our relationship when we lived together. So I'm like, yo, I need a stranger. So I heard about this Airbnb thing, and at first I was scared, like, oh, I don't want to have strangers in my house, stuff like that. But what I did was I put like a little mini refrigerator in that room, TV. I literally set up that room where that person never had to come out. Like the only time they're coming out is to go to the bathroom and to get something from the kitchen. But everything they need was in that bedroom. And then I started to notice like, wow, this dude is paying me $500 a month. So now the only rent that I'm responsible for is $450 a month, right? Then I thought about it. I said, well, my room is way bigger than the other room, and this guy's giving me $500 a month for it. What if I charge more for this room per night and then had this guy in this other room on a monthly basis, right? So that's what I did. So once I got the first Airbnb person in there, he was doing monthly. He came from Rochester. He was looking for a job, and he needed somewhere cheap and affordable to stay till he could find a job. So he was paying monthly. So then what I did was my room, right? So what I would do was when someone will book my personal room, right? I'll take the time, get my stuff out, lock it up in the closet. Then I will go stay at a hotel. I'll go stay at a hotel for dirt cheap, or might even stay at my grandmom's house, and then I would make that extra money. Now, I wasn't doing this to build a lifestyle off of it. I was doing this to save up enough money to launch my business. Give me a second. I think someone's texting me. All right. I think my taxi is on the way. All right, bet. So pretty much that's how I kind of hustled my way into Airbnb. It started off with me being broke, right? I Airbnb'd out a room. Instead of renting out the room, I Airbnb'd it out. Then once that room was rented out, my personal room, I will rent out for double or triple the price what it would cost me to stay somewhere else, right? So I was doing that for a little bit, and I think I ended up running up like $5,000 in like 3 months on top of paying my rent. So that's when I got real hit to that game, right? Then that's when I started to combine my Airbnbs with Turo. Now, if you guys never heard of Turo is pretty much like a peer-to-peer. You know, I rent you my car. You know, it's kind of like Airbnb for cars. So guess what? My manager of my business at the time, she had a car she wasn't driving. It only cost me $1,000 to get it fixed. And then I went on this app called Fair, right? This app called Fair. And what I did on the app called Fair, I got a short-term, I don't want to call it a rental, but it was kind of like a short-term lease where you could pay month by month, like $300. You can get a brand new Hyundai Elantra. So what I did was I had a Nissan Altima and I had a Hyundai Elantra, right? And what I did was anytime someone booked the Airbnb, especially if it's like on a weekend or something like that, I always offer them a vehicle. I say, hey, all my Airbnb people that book, they get 10% off, 20% off. And that's when I started to learn that people love convenience. Convenience. It's not always about price. Turo is not always cheaper than Hertz, right? Airbnb is not always cheaper than Expedia or Hotels.com. However, your convenience and your experience would be different. You see, when you go to a hotel, you know, having parties and bringing people in and stuff like that, when you staying at a hotel room, you're pretty much staying in a studio apartment. Versus you have a 2-bedroom apartment that you have on Airbnb. That's equivalent to a hotel condo that can cost anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a night, right? So that was just how I got into Airbnb and Turo and my experience with it. But I'm sure you guys came to learn about free B&B, right? Free B&B. So really quick, guys, if you just got on this live if you can, share this live with 10 people because sharing is caring. And I'm going to drop the game on free BNB. All right. So share this live with 10 people, comment done. I'm about to go in. So this is free BNB. A lot of people do not know that you can Airbnb out just about anything you can think of that has a bed. You can You can Airbnb out trailers. You can Airbnb out RVs. You can even Airbnb out boats. If it has a bed, 9 times out of 10, you can put it on Airbnb. However, one time I went to this resort and they were trying to sell me a timeshare. And they're like, yeah, a lot of our people, when they're not at their timeshares, they sell it to friends and family and stuff like that. And I said, what about Airbnb? And they said, yeah, absolutely. You can put it on Airbnb, boom, 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 boom. Then I froze. I'm like, wait a minute. I can put hotel rooms that I book on Airbnb? Hold the fuck up. Y'all don't even peep what I just told y'all. I'll give y'all an example, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up one of my hotel rewards accounts when my phone start working. And I want to show y'all something. I want to show you just off of my phone right now, I can quickly double or triple my money on Airbnb. So let's pull this up. So that's my account. So hotels.com is just one website I use for the free BNB play. So just follow me. All right. So I have 2 nights. I have one night that's worth about 2 nights that's worth 120, right? 2 nights are worth 120. Now, the average basic person will see this and be like, ooh, guess what, family? We got 2 free nights at a hotel. Let's leave our money to go spend money just because we got free rewards. Or I have another play for y'all. Y'all ready for the play? Y'all ready to see how I turn these rewards that was given to me for free, just for buying hotels, right? Just for your hotels. I got these for free, and now I'm about to double and triple this. So let's break it down, right? So what I do, hotels.com, there's a few other websites like this, but hotels.com is my favorite, right? Number 1, they have a hotels.com credit card. So what that means, if you guys get your credit fixed, whether you do it through me or fix it yourself, I hope you do it through me. But when you fix your credit, you get a credit card from hotels.com. For every $500 you spend on that card, you get a reward night. Once you hit 10 nights, you get a free night, right? So you're getting a free stamp every time you spend $500 on that card. Don't matter what you spend it on. It could be on hotels, it could be on whatever. So you're getting a free stamp every time you spend $500. And then you're also getting a stamp every time you book a hotel room. So I'm going to give you guys the play without the hotel.com credit card first, just in case your credit is bad right now. So this is what you can do, right? You can go on hotels.com right now and you can sign up for an account for free. When you become a hotels.com reward member, you automatically get access to secret discounts. You see, the average traveler does not sign up for reward programs. The average traveler throws money out the window every day because they don't sign up for this stuff. So just because I took 5 minutes and signed up for a free reward program, now I put myself in a position to earn free nights. So how do I rack up these free nights? What if I told you, right? I found hotels that were pretty consistent in pricing and consistent in quality. And hotels.com, right? Hotels.com has a feature called Book Now, Pay Later. I want everybody to say that in the comments because I got to make sure you court that. Hotels.com has an option called Book Now, Pay Later. Everybody put it in the comments. Book now, pay later. Everybody put it in the comments. Book now, pay later. Book now, pay later. Book now, pay later. I want everybody to put that in the comments because you want to choose that option. Book now, pay later. Right? You're going to find all the hotels that have that feature. There we go. Y'all already following directions. Thank you. Book now, pay later, right? So let me tell you what you do. It's actually better if you stayed at the hotel before because then you can get better pictures and photos of it. So I recommend that. Try to stick to hotels you've been to before so you can show content. But it's all good. If you never stayed there before, you go on a hotel's website, you take their pictures. You copy and paste some of the descriptions, boom, 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 amazing hotel suite, whatever, da, 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 da. You put it in your Airbnb listing. However, do not set it up for automatic booking. You have to set it up for request booking. Because if you just let them book it automatically, the hotel room might be more than what is listed for on Airbnb, then you lose money. But what happened is when they make that request, I go then check with the hotel and make sure it's available at either an equal or cheaper price, preferably a cheaper price so I can make some profit off of that. So let's say, for example, I'm able to get this hotel for $100 a night and I'll put it on Airbnb for $150. Now, $150, they might take a couple dollars off of that, but I still leave with something. I still leave with $20, $30 a night. So let's say I get the room for $100 because I got my hotels account, stuff like that. This is even before the free rewards kick in. I'm just showing you guys how to build up to that. So what you do is you go relist that hotel room and you make sure you charge at least $50 or even $100 more. Now, some of you might be thinking, what? Why would someone be willing to pay more for a hotel on Airbnb than they would going to hotels.com? And I tell people all the time, there are too many booking engines, hotels, and booking websites out here. No one is going to check all of them. That's why a lot of these websites offer a price match guarantee because they know people don't have the time to look. And Airbnb has built such a big brand for themselves. I know people who only go on Airbnb. They wouldn't even go on a hotels.com. They wouldn't even go on an Expedia. They wouldn't even go on a booking.com. They stick strictly to Airbnb, and you guys can use that. Just like in e-commerce. You have people who go on Amazon and eBay buying it thinking it's cheaper because, Amazon, it's supposed to be cheaper, this, and the third. And sometimes it's not. It's all marketing. So now you can utilize Airbnb's marketing to your advantage. See, I used to be a travel agent, so I understand the value of convenience. And guess what? When you're doing Airbnb with free B&B this way, especially when you're doing it in other countries, now Airbnb is going to be marketing out your suite to people all around the world that want to travel to that country, right? So right now, let's say, the room is $100. You put on Airbnb for $150. Airbnb is probably going to take like $20, $30 a night. So that's going to leave you with about $20, $30 a night profit, right? But it doesn't stop there. You see, you got services like Soothe. Write that down. Soothe. Soothe. And then you also got Instacart. You also have Instacart. Another way you make money off of those free B&Bs you just did, you offer them add-on services. Hey, we actually have a service where we can actually get your groceries delivered to you so you don't have to worry about that. Or with Soothe is like Uber for massage therapists. So the person wants the spa experience and stuff like that. I can go on Soothe, and because I pay a monthly fee for Soothe, I get Soothe at a discount. Now I can charge them $100. Let's say $100. An average hotel massage costs anywhere between $150 to $200, and it's even more if they come to your room. So now I got a Soothe person or whoever massage therapist I negotiated with come into your room. They're about to massage you. So now I'm gonna double up on that. And then on top of that, I have my VAs, my virtual assistants that I pay $10 a day. Reach out to them, make sure they're good, see if they need anything. Because anything one of your Airbnb residents need can be income in your pocket. Whether it's a rental car, put a car on Turo, boom. Now you got a car rental service. Now when they book their hotel, you can book in a rental. You can book in a car rental with that. Let's say if the hotel room has a kitchen in it, you can go on Instacart, charge them double the price for the service of bringing their food to them. Let's say they want a massage, a spa service. You can go book it on Soothe. You can pay for a membership, book it on Soothe, have them come out and double your money. So what you're going to do is you're going to do this repeatedly. Now, like I said, you're not making that much money per night because guess what? I'm going to use this for example. The room might have cost you $100 and you might charge the person on Airbnb $150, right? And then, so let me tell you how it happens. So let's say you go on Hotels.com, everything looks good. All right, it's actually cheaper. It's going to be $97 on Airbnb. I got something there for $150. What you have to do to make sure you don't have any issues when that Airbnb person goes to that hotel, when you go to Hotels.com and you book that reservation, you have to put both of your names, the Airbnb person and your name on the reservation. If you only put your name on the reservation, they might not let that Airbnb person check in. If you only put the Airbnb client on the booking, if there's ever any issues, they need to switch something or whatever, you cannot do anything because your name is not on the reservation. Does not matter if you pay for it. It's about whose name is on the reservation. So make sure it's both of your names. And the thing is, you want, as an Airbnb host, you want your name on the reservation. You don't want your Airbnb people going there and they don't see your name. Who was this guy? Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure your name is on that reservation so you can call on their behalf at that hotel and get anything taken care of. That's why your name has to be on the reservation. Now, a lot of people were scared, like, oh, what if they fuck up the room? What if they steal something? Well, guess what? Even though your name is on the reservation, it's their credit card that stays on file for damages. And also, you have the added protection of Airbnb. So now you got double protection. See? I already know you was going to ask that. I already know. See, your name being on the reservation, right, has nothing to do with the card is on file. Whomever card is on file, they get hit with the charges. You don't have to worry about anything. Right? So that takes care of that, right? Let me think any other issues I ran into. Honestly, as long as the person know that it's a hotel they're going to and that it's not like a regular apartment, whatever, you shouldn't have any problems. So guess what? Even without your Hotels.com credit card, what I want you to do, I want you to make it your goal to get 10 nights booked. Get 10 nights booked on Airbnb, right? 10 nights booked on Airbnb that will get booked on your Hotels.com. Because then what happens is every 10 nights, let me see, cancellations, work regular. So that's why I do book now and pay later. I make sure, because the thing on Airbnb, if that person canceled, you get paid regardless. If you already paid, if the person paid and they blocked it out and they decided to cancel at the last minute, you still get paid. I even had people try to charge back the charge back, like call their credit card and say it's fraud, try to charge it back, and Airbnb still pays me. They still pay me, right? That's why they make the person kind of secure the bag up front. And just make sure that the description of your Airbnb matches the hotel's description. So they can't say you lied or you misrepresented it, stuff like that. You guys can actually go on a VBRO. You guys can go on Airbnb and you can see people who listed their hotel resorts because maybe they got a timeshare there or stuff like that. But the thing is, getting a timeshare is extremely expensive. Extremely expensive. You got to spend $20, $30, $40, $50,000 just to be able to rent out your timeshare at a discount. So let's say you get to your 10th night. Let's say you get to your 10th night, and the average night of your bookings was, let's say, $150. That was the average night you booked the hotels.com. Now they're going to give you a free night. A free night. Now, if you got your credit fixed, like I told you to, link in my bio, you can now double dip. You can pay with your hotels.com card, get that stamp, then you get another stamp for the actual night getting booked. But wait, there's more. I then also use the company Plastic, right, with a Q. I use them when I pay my hotels.com bill, because now when I pay my hotels.com bill with my American Express bill, that's one night I'm getting credited for 3 times. So when someone books, how do you know if it's the type of room they want, such as a suite or whatever? So you list them separately. So if it's a studio, you list it as a studio. If it's a suite, you list it as a suite. You will have to stay on it, because if the hotel changes anything, you got to make sure that changes the Airbnb. Have you ever done this with American Express Platinum? Yes, but you have to use Plastic because it's all about double dipping. That's what increases your profit when you're getting the free. So follow me, right? You're getting free nights just for booking the night. That's one dip. You get one night for just booking it. Then you get another stamp. You need 10 stamps to get a night. Then you get a stamp for every $500 you spend. So I'm gonna give you guys another play with that. If you guys go to Target, you guys go to Dick's Sporting Goods, Walmart. This is how you rack up those free nights fast without having to book nights, right? You take your hotels.com. Doesn't Plastic charge a fee? I'm gonna show you how to get around that fee. Fuck, what was I getting at? What was the last question someone asked? All right, we're talking about the double dipping. All right, so the first dip is you actually booking a night. When you actually book that night, you get a stamp off of that. When you spend $500, you get a stamp off of that. Now let me show you how to rack up these stamps. You go to Dick's Sporting Goods. You go to Staples. Not even gift cards. You go to those companies. You go to those stores, right? So I'll give you an example. Let's say you go to Target and you say, hey, I would like to buy this laptop for $1,000. When you buy that laptop with $1,000 at, let's say, Dick's Sporting Goods, at Target, you buy that laptop for $1,000 at Target, you now get 2 stamps. However, if you go back and return that laptop and get the money refunded back onto that hotels.com credit card, you won't get the credit. This is called manufactured spending. Right? Dick's and Target are my favorite ones. Dick's and Target, right? So this is what you do. You go use your hotels.com card. You buy the $1,000 laptop. Then what you do is you say, you know what? This is after you pay for it. You know what? I actually wanted that laptop. And let's say that other laptop was $10 more, $5 more. They're going to make you pay the difference when they exchange the laptop you just bought. And remember, I just changed my mind. I want that. They're going to now make you pay the difference. Now, what's going to happen is when you go to pay the difference, you are going to use your debit card, not your credit card, your debit card, your debit card. Say it in the comments. Your debit card. When you go to pay that difference, that $5, $10 difference, use your debit card. Use your debit card. So then, right, when you pay that difference on your debit card, Target or Dick's Sporting Goods, they're going to re-ring you out a new receipt. They're going to re-ring you out a new receipt with the most recent card that you used, right? So you paid the difference, you did the exchange, you got the laptop. Now, you can either do this tomorrow or you can do this at another Target. I recommend you do it at different stores because you keep coming back into the same store, they're going to start getting suspicious and be like, no, you can't return it, whatever. But then what you do is, right, with that new receipt you just did the exchange on, you go to another Target. Hey, I just bought this laptop and I don't want it anymore. I want to do a refund. Pay attention to this. Because you paid the difference with your debit card, they are going to ask you, what card do you want this money refunded? What card do you want the money refunded back to? See, their system, they can't, we're going to refund $10 back to this card and we're going to refund the rest of this card. No, when there's two cards using the transaction, they have to pick one to refund it back all two. So if they don't ask you, 9 times out of 10, they're going to refund it back to the last card you use, your debit card. I can even show you guys the receipt. On the receipt, it won't have the hotels.com credit card on it. They're going to have that on the original receipt. That's why a lot of times they staple the original receipt with the exchange receipt so they can see what cards that you use. But you don't need that. You just need the exchange receipt. You don't need the original receipt. So you go to the other Target, you go to return it. Yeah, I don't want this no more. They put all the money you just spent on your hotels.com card, they now put that on your debit card. Right? Now, that hotels.com is going to have a balance of $1,000. And what you're going to do is you're going to pay that $1,000 from your debit card. So now you never really spent any money because you just got it all back, but you still got the rewards. You still have the points. Wait a second. Give me a second. I think my text is almost here. Oh, yep. Hold on. Give me a second. To the 6th floor. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So, fuck. All right. So you just returned that shit to Target. You just paid your bill. Now you have your 2 nights, right? What I want you to do is work out a schedule. Okay, I can knock out Dick's this week, Target this week, Walmart this week. Boom, boom, boom. You do it once a week. The old heads used to do this back in the day. Exactly. So you do it once a week. When you do this, give me a second. You have to come to explain. Man. I'm making a video. It's across the business room. Hold on, my driver about to come. Business room. 6th floor. All right. You know how? Wait a minute. See? Yeah. How do you have the mental space for so much? I own a tax office, and I'll be ready to explode. To be honest with you, Mary, I smoke a lot of weed, and that kind of helps me balance. But you're right, it is a lot taking in all this information. But no, to go back to it, right? So set up a schedule. Set up a schedule where you're doing this with $1,000, $2,000 every week. Because if you do that, right, every month, you're going to have at least $200 to $300 in free nights. So those are just the free nights you're getting from manufacturer spending. Then you're going to have the nights that you're going to build up. You're going to have the nights that you're going to build up from actually booking rooms. Then, right, when your bill comes due for the things that you didn't manufacture spend on, right, you pay it with Amex through plastic. Now, the way to get out of that fee, the way to get out of that fee is by referring people. Anytime you refer somebody, they'll say, "Oh, if you refer 2 people, you'll get $500 of free." Like, they're always doing promos. So I just try to make sure I use plastic when there's a promo available. Or guess what? A lot of times, if you just reach out to plastic, they'll give you a good deal. Hey, your fee's a little bit high. I want to do this transactions in any way you can. You will be surprised. I talk to people at Plastic almost every week. They are some of the coolest people. Just communicate with them. They are cool, right? So now you got Amex. Now you got Hotels.com. But even if you didn't have those, you can still earn free nights just off the booking nights. Give me the number of the room. I'm already on the 6th floor. Give me a second. Mira.
¿Dónde es?
Un momento. Follow me. All right. So, like I said, if your credit is good, then you will make triple the amount of profit. If your credit is bad, you will still be able to make money off this hack, but your profit margin will be a lot smaller. So, let's say, you're getting hip, you're used to getting the rooms booked, stuff like that. The next way you add to your bag, add-on services. Use Instacart, use Soothe, use Turo. Use them as add-on services so you can get more out of your bookings. And then you can cross-market it to each other. Every time I had someone book a Turo, I asked if they need an Airbnb. Every time someone books an Airbnb, I see they need a Turo. And then with the Turo, I give y'all to play on that. With my Turo cars, I only let people drive up to a certain amount of mileage a day for free. See, that's the trick, right? See, a lot of people, they book my Toros, they don't read the details. They don't see, like, if you drive more than, 50 miles a day or 30 miles a day, I'm going to charge you, a quarter a mile, 50 cents a mile. And I had rides that started off at $100 and went all the way up to $300. Now, were there some people that were mad? Hey, I made sure I put everything in the descriptions, and if you don't read and you just booking it all fast, hey, and guess what? Turo gave me my money anyway. So listen, man, don't hate the player, hate the game. So guys, these are your takeaway steps. I want you to go on hotels.com right now. As soon as we get off this live, go on hotels.com right now. I want you to make an account. I want you to also go on expedia.com. I want you to make an account. Then I want you to go on Airbnb. I want you to make an account. Right? Then depending on where you live, start researching hotels that have the book now, pay later option. Hotels that are near airports, hotels that are near tourist destination places, right? And you might have to practice listing different hotels to see what people really like. You know what I'm saying? You might You might Is that your phone?
No.
What the fuck is that noise?
Es una ambulancia, 911. Emergencia.
Shit. I thought that was you. But anyway, guys, wow, that sound is annoying the fuck out of me.
Welcome to Dominican Republic.
Wow. All right, but anyway, guys, you might have to try this with different hotels to see what hits the most. But guess what? There's no limit. You can list 5 hotel rooms on there, 2 hotel rooms, because it is not costing you anything monthly. Let me tell you what people are doing at Airbnb. They're going to get apartments. They're putting them in their business name. They're putting them in their personal names. And then they're trying to sneak and slip and slide and do Airbnb under the manager's nose, hopefully praying to God they don't get caught. See, the thing with me, even if some bullshit did go down at one of those hotels, there are hundreds of hotels out here. And it ain't gonna mess up my credit. But when y'all do all this freak, I can't do Airbnb here, all right, I'm gonna sneak and do it. You're risking your credit, you're risking your rental record. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And even if you put an Airbnb in your business name, the apartments are getting hip to that now. So now they're asking for a personal guarantor on top of the business. So even if you got it under your business name, some apartments will still say, we still want your name in your social, because if we can't collect our money from this business, we need to collect it from you. So just be wary of that. Now, I do have Airbnbs under EINs, but with the hotel industry clapping back so hard at Airbnb and all these regulations, all this politics going on, you know what I'm saying? I'm only focusing on Airbnb either outside of the country or in places like Orlando, places like actually I did it a couple of times in Philadelphia. But this is where you come in, right? I gave y'all the game. I literally told y'all everything to do. Now, from here on out, it's going to be experience. It's going to be you practicing. It's going to be you trying, whatever. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this live so you guys can watch it again. And guess what? There is no risk. I want somebody to tell me the risk. You're not going to have the hotel. The hotel's not going to have your credit card information. You are able to list hotel rooms and suites on Airbnb. You set it up where they cannot automatically book it, but they have to request to book it so you can make sure that the pricing is good. You can manufacture, spend your way to free nights, and then you can use those free nights, right? And then increase your profit on what you're making on Airbnb. So let's say, for example, you get $1,000 of free nights. So now that's already $1,000 you're going to have coming to you in your pocket on top of whatever extra price you charge that person on top of whatever add-ons. So you can make $2,000 to $3,000 a fucking month. $2,000 to $3,000 a fucking month off of doing Airbnb, and you don't even own any properties. You don't even have an apartment. You're just manufacturing, spending, and rebooking hotel rooms. I challenge you. Find some hotels and try this strategy. It might not be the first hotel, it might not be the second hotel, but just try to have it in your mind like, okay, an Airbnb person wants convenience. What hotels speak to that? And then what makes mine even better, some of these hotels I actually go stay at and I get video. That's another thing about Airbnb listings. Your content, and I'm gonna say that last, your Airbnb content has to be fire. Because that's all the person sees before they stay there, pictures and videos. The better the pictures and videos, the higher chance of you getting bookings. So guys, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Did I do a good job? Did I do a good job? Was this a good game? Did I do a good job? Could you find us on YouTube? I just want to know. I just want to know, was this some good game? And could you find us on YouTube? I just need to know. I just need to know, y'all. It's Friday. I need something to feel good about. Which I got from me in the comments. Which I got. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. Thank you guys. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed this free game. I'm actually about to head to my next hotel. And guess what? I'm going to show y'all my crypto B&B play next. See, I showed y'all the free B&B play, right? Now I'm going to show you guys how to leverage crypto. I will say, I'm going to share it and everything. I'm going to show you guys how to leverage crypto to where you don't have to even pay for the unit or anything, even after the person pays you. I'm going to show you how you can be able to run up all the money you need to launch your Airbnb with cryptocurrency, right? Without you spending any money. So guys, make sure you share this live with a bunch of people. I'm out of here. Peace.